Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Daphne and I make videos on DIYs and home decor, and in today's video I am making over a laminate storage cabinet. It's been a minute since I last did a furniture makeover and I am really excited to present you this project. Is anyone ever interested in where I get each furniture and what I'm planning on doing with it? Let me know. I personally always like to give a little bit of a background story, and this one I actually got from my partner's aunt who didn't need it any longer. It's in a pretty good condition. It only has a couple of scratches on the bottom, and in this video I will be painting it. I will be adding wheels and new hardware. I was so close to adding burlap on the doors, but I resisted the temptation because we've seen the burlap trend too many times on this channel, so I thought I might as well do something different this time. And last but not least, and I need your opinion on that, the reason why I decided to add wheels is so that I can store it outside and be able to move it around, but I'm not sure that with the humidity it is going to last very long, especially since I painted it. So I don't know, let me know what you guys think, but without further ado, let's get started. So my first step is to disassemble everything and of course remove all the knobs and hardware pieces as well. I also removed the contact paper on the shelves. Luckily they were only glued on the sides, and so the shelf itself had no glue residue, so that was nice. And as you can see, the cabinet currently has 3 shelves, but I will only be needing 1, so the other 2 can go into storage for another future project. I also removed the back side and made sure to remove all the staples from it. And I also like to give my furniture a good wipe before I start sanding. That helps me to also see if there's any areas that need wood filler or some extra work in general. I have added water in a finished surface spray, so I would say it's about 99% water and 1% cleaning spray. And then I added some wood filler to cover any unwanted holes, like where the knobs used to be, as well as the shelves. And as the wood filler was drying, I realized that I would have to cut the sides of the cabinet to shorten it so that the wheels I will be adding later on can touch the ground. And although I was not planning on disassembling the whole thing, I decided I might as well paint all the pieces while disassembled, since I would have to disassemble it to cut the sides anyway. And so I did. I added some more wood filler where I needed to, and now I am ready to cut the doors. So I used a piece of tape which actually has 2 functions. One is to be able to see my marking, because on darker laminate furniture it is not always easy, and the second one is so that the laminate doesn't chip when I cut it. I used the added pieces that were attached on the bottom of the cabinet to calculate how much I would have to cut, and then used my jigsaw to cut both pieces. Now that the wood filler is dry, I am sanding everything with a 120 grit sandpaper just to remove the shine and create a slightly rough surface for the primer to stick to. And once each piece is fully sanded, I am also wiping it clean again with a clean cloth to remove any dust. And sanding it is super boring and monotonous, so make sure you have some good music on. And thank you to the person who commented on one of my videos to tuck the cord inside my t-shirt. That was very helpful indeed. And of course I will not be painting everything, like the bottom of the cabinet or the bottom of the middle shelf, so I did not sand those sides. So I am priming everything with Benjamin Moore's Fresh Start Eco Primer, which is great for laminate surfaces, and also I think it's the only primer for such surfaces where I live. We don't have the infamous Zinsser bin primer, which I would normally opt for, and I'm using a foam roller to apply it. When the surfaces were dry to the touch, I painted their other side as well, and I also used a couple of post-it notes on some identical pieces to remember which piece is which, and that was really helpful. Okay, so I have decided to paint the interior a different color to the exterior just to make it a little bit more interesting. I have two colors by Benjamin Moore. One of them is Opal, which is a cool toned off-white with hints of pink, and the other one is Barberry, also by Benjamin Moore, and it is a warm toned, I guess, purple with hints of pink. I love this color, it's so pretty. So because one of them is cool toned and the other one is warm toned, I kind of wanted to make it a little bit more balanced. So I was doing experiments earlier and I created these beautiful shades, and for my interior I have decided to use this color, which is going to be a 3-part Opal, half-part Barberry mixture. It's an off-white color. I think it's very pretty. And for the exterior I will be using this mixture, which is 1 part Barberry, 2 parts Opal, 1 part of a regular white I had. Also, you will see me sanding between coats. I am using a 220 grit sandpaper, and I am doing that because from my experience I have seen that it just applies better, and also the result is much prettier. It is more smooth. You don't have to do that if you don't want to or if you can't be bothered, but I would highly suggest you do, just because it is definitely worth it for the final result. Let's start painting. So when the doors were completely dry, I decided to paint some geometric shapes to zhuzh it up a bit. So I took my calculations off camera to mark the tape placement, but in a few words, I divided the total height by 3 and the total length by 2, and then divided each of the 3 sections by 2 as well. This probably doesn't make much sense, so I hope that the video helps. And I painted the inner shapes with the same mixture as the interior of the cabinet. And for the outer shapes, I created a mixture with some leftover army green paint I had and some white matte. And just as I started to apply the second layer, it started to rain, so I moved everything in the garage, and once the second layer was on, I removed the tape, and when it was completely dry, I added some more tape to create the final shape. I tried to make the triangle as perfect as possible, so I wouldn't spend too much time on touch-ups. time for our final step, and that is to add the doorknobs. I have these hexagon shaped knobs. I think they are so pretty. I have used the same ones in previous projects as well. These are my last 4 ones, so I'm probably gonna have to buy some more because I really feel like they make every piece of furniture look a lot more elevated. And look how pretty they are over here. So I'm gonna add 2 here and also 2 over here. Let's start attaching them. Wow, what a huge change the doorknobs can make. Let's see the final reveal in 3, 2, 1. So that was my take on this storage cabinet. I really like how it turned out. It was really fun to do something different and give it some character. The only thing I would change if I stored it inside the house are the wheels. I think adding legs would elevate it a lot more, but for functionality reasons, I decided to add wheels. I think this project took me around 4 days to complete and it cost me around 10 euros. The only thing I had to buy was primer and a couple of paint roller brushes, and now I have more than half a tab of primer left, which is great. So let me know what you guys think about this makeover. Let me know if you like this colorful twist on my channel. I think there's so many creative ideas out there. There's so many things one could do to take a boring piece of furniture and turn it into something unique. So don't be afraid to be bold and experiment, because the result might surprise you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, show your support by hitting the thumbs up button, and of course don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more home decor and DIY content, and also click on the notification bell to get notified whenever a new video comes out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!